Hello you guys, welcome back to VideoTalk and welcome back to my house and welcome back to browse my video shelves. Today try to look for the movies that are only on VHS or Betamax or Video 2000. The movies that have not been released on Blu-ray or DVD or 4K. Although some of these movies may have a DVD, but the DVD is sourced from the tape material. Do you know these kind of cheap DVDs that are in crap quality? So today we'll check out the original tapes and try to find those interesting titles that we want our favorite labels to put out on Blu-ray or even a 4K. Yeah. Alright, so this is the rainbow shelves and these are very sought after tapes in Finland. These rainbow titles from Nordic video. And I'm pretty sure that this includes a lot of titles that have not appeared on any kind of digital format, at least not as like a official release, as a remastered release. So for example here, from the same director who directed Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS, is this Bare Knuckles film. This is, I believe, is from year 1977 and the director, I fail to remember his name, Don something, directed that. I have not yet watched this, but this is on my to-be watch list. I have already talked about this on my Finnish channel and hey, check this out, the cover is absolutely fantastic. Okay, this may be released on DVD or Blu-ray. It's a Mark Super Cup. Maybe the title was the Super Cup only. It is a Italian Polizieschi film. And speaking of Polizieschi, maybe released on DVD, maybe not. I don't know for sure. Yes, I don't have the information in my brain as of now. But if you know that this has been released or any other that I'm gonna talk about, feel free to comment it. Iskuryhmä. Yeah, looks like an Italian action film. Was it a Stunt Squad, the original title of this film? So many of these I don't know or have not yet watched. Hey, it's an Italian Puppy is also a flower, maybe. The Huumereitti, starring Ben Gazzara, another Italian crime movie, Polizieschi movie. But yeah, these are not so familiar to me, so I need your help. Continuing the Nordic video releases. This is an Italian barbarian movie, Throne of Fire. And I know for sure that this has not been released on Blu-ray. I think if this would appear on Blu-ray, I think Severin would do this, Throne of Fire. Because they are doing this. I will show you this. This was kind of surprising to see that Severin is putting out this film. Very kind of crap Italian movie. Where did I put this? This is a Magnum video shelf. Let's go to the other side of the Magnum video shelf. Yeah, to show you. Was it here? Yes, Blue Paradise, Sininen Paradiisi, but Adam and Eve. This is a very, like a weird and very marginal film. So I'm a very happy boy when I know that Severin is putting this out on the on the 4K. I mean on the Blu-ray. God damn it! While you're at it, Severin, why don't you do Barbarian Woman 2? Yeah, the film I showed you, the Throne of Fire. That would be awesome. But let's go back to the more illuminated place. Hey, check out the fireplace. You don't see that on 4K or on Blu-ray. No way, sir. And you don't see it every day now. Oh, no, you don't. No, come on, it's a very good movie. Maybe these types of films don't appear too often on 4K or Blu-ray. Kunnon kyydit, Free Ride, like some sort of sex comedy from the 80s. I have plenty of these and don't have a catalog of which one of those have appeared on the Blu-ray or which ones have not, but I think Hamburger is missing its release. Perhaps. If somebody would put these out, I think it would be Severin maybe, or maybe Dark Sky Films, or maybe some sort of like a very like marginal German label, because I know for sure that this has been released in Blu-ray, on Blu-ray in Germany, 315 Cobras. Yeah, this is kind of like a kind of good movie about school violence. So that might be one of those things. Yeah, and what about this Stelvio Massi Speed Driver? Oh shit, this cover kicks ass, man. Pääkalloenkelit, yeah, oh yeah. Another Italian production. Hey, okay, this is always a big request, at least here in Finland. Why are you not doing, come on, Thunder movies? This is Mark Gregory in the movie Thunder, god damn it. Why isn't Severin doing this? Because they have been known to distribute these Italian action movies. So why is not Thunder on this? Thunder 2 and Thunder 3. We need the Thunder trilogy ASAP on Blu-ray. Hell, make it a 4K box. I will promise I will freaking buy this. I will buy the fuck out of that shit. This is for sure, this is one of these movies that have not been appeared on restored version. I watched it recently because I was doing this 1985 movies broadcast on my Finnish channel, and I watched this Ninja Turf by its original title. And god damn, this is quite a good martial arts film. Well, not a good martial arts in the traditional sense, but it has a lot of action in it. And I think the violence in that movie is kind of brutal, like a very bloody and seems very painful. And it has a lot of like fighting scenes. It's about these gangs, and of course these Asian gangs. All these guys, including Philip Ree and James Liu, the famous stunt guy, they are in these Asian gangs, and they clearly are way too old to be in high school. I mean, these guys are like, I don't know, 35 years old, and they're acting like high school punks. But it's kind of fun movie, and I have some sort of like a bootleg DVD. It is, you know, one of those Brentwood boxes. Okay, let's go if I can find this Brentwood box. These kind of boxes that has many movies in it. And I watched this now, and hot shit, this Kung Fu Wars box. I mean, at least this Ninja Turf DVD here. So that was in such a crappy quality that this DVD, I mean the VHS that I already showed you, it has a lot better picture quality on it. Yeah, so Vinegar Syndrome, they could do this. So I would like the Vinegar Syndrome, they would focus more on these kind of regional action movies, kind of lesser known 80s action movies. And by the way, this Finnish tape, when I watched the DVD, but simultaneously I compared it on my laptop with this VHS rip, and I noticed that it is cut like 30 seconds. Yeah, they have toned down a little bit the violent parts of that movie, so that's always a bummer. So therefore we also need this goddamn thing on Blu-ray. And hey, what a great time to be alive. Now, Garbage Pail Kids, this is coming out on 4K. Hey, thanks Vinegar Syndrome. I have never watched this, but I have had this like, I don't know, at least 5 years, this tape. This was actually a donation to me, and this is quite a rare tape, and I really do love the artwork here. And this has some sort of like Gremlins type of monsters, and the monsters were created by John Carl Piekler. Yeah, okay, so maybe nothing else from there then. Moving a little bit downwards. Yes, we have this thing, yes, and the title here, if you can talk Finnish, this is kind of like quite offensive. When the neighbors came to school. Yes, it says the N-word here. Yeah, highly offensive. But I think this is some sort of like a boring TV movie. I don't have any further information about that. And hey, check this out. This is a toy made out of me. This South African like post-apocalyptic movie. I think it was quite bad, but the cover looks excellent. I don't know if this has been released on any kind of restored format. If there's a DVD, maybe it's crappy from crap Video Master. But hey, tell me in the comments if this has been released. I will leave it there because I'm not entirely sure about that. Okay, so moving on. Okay, I could talk like whole day about these Western video movies because this is my favorite label of all time. But I'm pretty sure that this has not been released. Metropolis has not been released in any format. This has been released like, I don't know, a million times. But what I'm talking about here is the Giorgio Moroder soundtrack, Metropolis. So I think there's like a laser disc of it, but I'm not sure if it's released on DVD. But not sure. This is my favorite soundtrack of Metropolis for sure. And this very rare tape from Western Video here in Finland, it only includes like a very crappy mono soundtrack. So that's kind of bummer. So I would love to see that in a proper soundtrack with a stereo soundtrack. Yeah, that's right. Okay, there's plenty of titles that I could talk about. Maybe I will talk about this kind of like a very campy and trashy British fantasy movie. Wizard Merlin and the Stone Ruin Riddle. Merlin and the Sword is the actual title. This is from '85 and this is starring Malcolm McDowell and Candice Bergen. It's about this like a real estate lady from New York who visits the Stonehenge and she falls into some pit there and there she finds the Wizard Merlin played by the famous actor Edward Woodward. He plays Merlin and starts to tell a tale about the wizards back in the dark ages. Yeah, great stuff, really great stuff. But not, I'm pretty sure about that. This is not on DVD or any restored version, as well as Osa. This kind of post-apocalyptic film that is kind of crap, but yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic film about the poisoned waters of the future. And starring Kelly Lynch, the girl from Roadhouse, is starring like a vigilante avenger in the post-apocalyptic world. So that alone deserves like a Blu-ray treatment. Yeah, have you seen Osa? Always tell me in the comments if you have seen one of these films. Okay, hey, this is definitely only on VHS film. Verinenjoki, Bloody River. I don't remember what was the English title, but this I do know that this is a Turkish movie. It's a Turkish like deliverance. I have not yet watched this. Hey, I have to watch this. Now that I have this new video device, I have to watch this. And speaking of Turkish movies, goddamn, check this out. Voittamattomat nyrkkisankarit. Also a film that I don't know by its name, by its English title, but I do know that this is also a Turkish movie and a movie that I have not yet watched. And this is such light box that I think it's a Betamax. God damn it, it's stuck. Yes, this is a Betamax. I think this is a VHS, but it's a Betamax. And oh yeah, this is a beautiful First Blood 4K box. But we are not here to talk about the 4Ks. We are here to discover unexplored world of the only on VHS films. Hey. Okay, another Italian movie, pretty sure not on DVD, not as a restored version. Kuolema natseille. Can't tell you the original name because I don't remember, but the cover is excellent. This is a Harley video release and starring Brad Harris, Brigitte Skay and John Turner. Kuolema natseille, it's in Finnish and it means death to the Nazis. Yeah. Come on, this cover alone is like worth like 100 euros at least. God damn it, this is such a great cover. Let's move on to the other territories and maybe here we can find something interesting. Yeah. Okay, Life Taker, Black Torment, Smoke in the Wind. Okay, I'm not sure what this even is, but I'm pretty sure that this is a Finland-only cover made by this Finnish painter. And he has put out some other great paintings as a video covers as well, such as this, Prey. Yeah, Black Torment. Yeah. Hopefully you are watching this video, not only listening this, because these are real treats to see. And hey, I have some Warner brushes here. Bringing the head of Alfredo Garcia, The Exorcist, Cobra, James Bond's here. Yeah, and Ernest is here. But hey, this is not belonging here. This doesn't belong here. This is Miami Golem. Miamin verilöyly. Okay, this is an 1985 movie from Italy, directed by Italians, shot actually in Florida, and it is starring David Warbeck as this kind of like a news reporter man who is filming all this news, and he happens to be doing like a story about these scientists who are exploring this strange meteorite DNA, but this meteorite DNA actually is like a blueprint for this demon child, and these evil like UFO worshippers, they steal this DNA and they like trying to revive this evil space Jesus, and there's like a space Jesus baby in the end. David Warbeck is fighting the baby and like jumping through the walls, jumping against the walls, and it's hilarious movie. And the opening credit music, now you gotta hear it. It is a straight ripoff from Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack. I mean, it's like shameless ripoff. Yeah, but this is definitely not on DVD or Blu-ray, not being restored. And I'm kind of surprised because many of these films, even from this like post-Italian like golden years cinema, gonna be cinema, most of the films have been released and restored, but I don't ever heard that anybody has been speaking about Miami Golem. But hey, if there's like a weird and obscure German Miami Golem Blu-ray, please let me know in the comments. Because, well, it's not the best movie ever, but I think it's actually kind of funny movie, this Miami Golem. And I recently watched it for this 1985 movie broadcast and find it very hilarious. And I wanna watch it again when there is like a proper release someday of it. Okay, let's see. A few titles more we can explore here. Okay. Seksi ja nupis. Okay, so Sex in the Head, another Italian movie. This is some sort of like a sex comedy. It says here that Diane is beautiful and free-spirited student girl who is making her grade from the subject of prostitution. Sex is getting to the head. A comedy. Okay, I'm sure it's very funny. What is this striptease? I can't show you in the YouTube of the cover of the striptease because it's quite raunchy. Yeah. Okay, this is a Japanese movie. Hey, I have forgotten all about this because I bought this. I think this was something that I bought this year in 2025, and this is a Japanese movie, and hey, great looking cover, and I paid quite a lot of money. I think it was 100 euros, and this is very rare tape, and I think the film looks fascinating. It's some sort of like a school-based action movie, but hey, I need to watch this one. I'm pretty sure that this is not on DVD, and if it is not like a very obscure DVD, not remastered properly. Oh. It's very useful to do this type of videos, because then I find films that I have in my shelf, but I have never watched. But hey, finally we see Miss Naku 1985, the Finnish sex sensation, now for the second time. I don't have Miss Nude 1984 tape, but this is the second tape. But I have put this like a YouTube-proof sticker on it with Intervision label here. This is like this kind of like a beauty pageant competition, but only with these nude girls. There's 5 girls in this competition, and it was shot some sort of like recreational area in Finland by the lake, and they are doing all these kind of like funny games there and riding the water slide and whatnot. And so basically this is like a voyeuristic video. It was made by these adult magazines, Kalle and Jallu. The reporters are there to, you know, evaluate the ladies, and who is the winner? That is something that you might want to see if you see Miss Naku. So this absolutely needs a Blu-ray presentation, although this has been shot on video. But yeah, this would be a great addition to the like Melusine catalog. It's not a hardcore film. It's kind of like a pretty innocent by today's standard, but it's kind of like a funny piece of Finnish erotica. Who is the winner of Miss Naku 1985 contest? And feel free to ask anything, and feel free to give suggestions that if you want me to pick something from the shelf and make a video out of it. I'm all ears. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next VideoTalk video. Bye bye for now.